Welcome to Your Unlimited Life. I'm Carlos Marin, author of The Ultimate Success Formula, founder of the Unlimited Success Academy, and I know I sound like a broken record, but you know what? You're going to keep hearing it. I believe that you can be, do, and have anything you want if you develop the mindset and use the strategies of the person who already is it, has it, and does it. Most of us just haven't been taught how to do that. And since you don't know how to access that power yet, I'm going to show you how. Over the last couple of shows, we've been talking about the 7 key mental states or habit patterns or characteristics of millionaire entrepreneurs. Working with entrepreneurs for the past 30 years, the number one goal entrepreneurs always have is to become a millionaire. So my purpose over the course of these 7 weeks is to show you, is to share with you one of those habits, one of those key mental states every week so that you can master them, so that you can assimilate them, and you can use them in your life to produce the results that you want. Now, little quick overview. First key, week number 1 was clarity of vision. You gotta know with absolute clarity what you want, where you're going, what kind of lifestyle that you want, what you want to do with your life. Key number 2, you've got to have complete love for what you do. You've got to be passionate about it. In other words, if you don't have the passion and love what you do, you'll never sustain the intensity required for major success. Today, we're going to talk about number 3. And number 3 is a mental state that's often talked about, but rarely understood. And it's one of the big, huge keys to success. And I'm talking about commitment. Now, commitment means an irrevocable decision. The word decision comes from the Latin root decidere, which means to cut away from any other possibilities, to cut and move away from any and every other possibility. Now, today, people change their decisions like they change their underwear. So we've got a little difficulty when you say decisions because people are changing their mind all the time. But when you use that word commitment, which means a really irrevocable, super strong, no going back decision, that means something a little bit different to people. And so I use the word commitment versus the word decision because it's stronger, because it's all-encompassing, because it means no retreat. See, it reminds me of that story of the great general that goes to a foreign land to fight the enemy, right? And I'm not for war or any of that kind of things, but you know, it's an inspiring story that makes a point. And this great general, they're in the foreign land, and they get to the place, right, where they're going to fight, and the general orders his men to burn their ships. You may have heard this story before. And the soldiers are looking at the ships burning in the harbor, and they're like, we're never going to see our loved ones again unless we win and take their ships to go back to our homeland. And so that, ladies and gentlemen, is commitment. That burning the ships, cutting away from any other option, cutting away from retreat. There is no retreat, right? And so do you think they won? Well, of course they won. That commitment put them in a position of fighting stronger, doing more, going above and beyond because they knew they had to win. If not, it was all over. I mean, they would never see their families again. And see, and this is the power of selling out to a dream. This is the power of just, you know, I'm going to get it or I'm going to die in the process. And so the power of commitment is actually something that guarantees success. See, commitment turns wishing, turns desiring into full-blown intention. In life, you never get what you want. You never get what you wish for. You never get what you desire. You only get what you intend. One of my mentors, Dennis Waitley, always used to say, in life, you'll never get what you want. Never, ever, 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 ever will you ever get what you want. You only get what you expect. And commitment is what turns wants into full-blown expectancy. See, what you intend and what you have an expectancy to accomplish is what you embody. It's what you become. It's what you see and feel yourself as being. And so that very thing creates persistence and tenacity. It's a refusal to give up. It's a refusal to quit. In essence, I mean, think about this. In essence, it gives you the ability to know the future in advance. Because since you are fully committed, you fully intend to get the end result, right? You have full expectancy of attaining that goal, that dream. You have a peaceful inner knowing that it's done. You know it's just a matter of time. So you actually go to work with a peaceful inner knowing that the future is guaranteed. You already know the end result. So guess what? That gives you confidence. It gives you confidence because you know you've just got to put in the steps. You've got to just put in the time. You've got to just put in the work. But it's guaranteed because you know that you know that you know because you've committed. And that's a very powerful feeling, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that is something that is absolutely huge. And in my own story, when I was struggling in business, the first several years when I got involved in that network marketing business, and it was 2 steps forward and 3 steps back and 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, and it just kind of seemed like, how is this ever going to work for me, right? I mean, I was progressing, I was learning, I was advancing, but I wasn't advancing at the speed that I wanted to. So I go to this leadership seminar. This was for leaders, people that had qualified at a certain level already in the business. You had to have qualified at this level in order to be able to go. Didn't mean a whole lot, but I mean, so here I am at this event, and I see this young guy, you know, cocky, confident, dynamic, and you know, he's standing on the stage and he's going, the only reason that I'm here and you all aren't is because you haven't sold out to your dream. You all are out there running around like there's 18 other options that you have, and you need to understand, to have the kind of lifestyle, to live the dream, to live the lifestyle that I'm living, there's not 18 other options. You have got to sell out to your dream. You've got to get 125% committed to this and shut out from sight any other options. And so, guess what? It was kind of like he was speaking to me, because I was looking at doing it this way, doing it that way, this option, that option, and I hadn't sold out. I was negotiating the price of success. And you know, there's something really interesting. When you negotiate, when you try to negotiate the price of success, you actually negotiate it to a higher price. There's no negotiating the price for success. It's learning and mastering the skills and the abilities required to succeed as fast as possible. And the vehicle that does that is commitment. And so you know what happened? I committed right then and there that weekend. I committed right then and there that I was going to be a millionaire, that I was going to do what this guy had done. By the way, he had done it in 29 months. I committed that I was going to do it in the next 29 months or less. And there was a big transformation that happened in me, because when you make that commitment, when you make that decidere decision that you cut away from any other options, it's like all this weight is taken off of your back, right? You're transformed. All of a sudden, I knew that it was going to happen. And I just had to put in the work. And the faster I did it, the faster it would happen. So I started acting in faith. And guess what? 28 months later, I hit my goal. I became a millionaire. I was introduced as one in front of 14,000 people in the Coliseum in Charlotte, and my dream had been realized. Now, you may listen to this and you go, man, this seems too easy. This seems fantastic. I mean, how can it be that simple? And I've got to tell you, from experience, my personal experience, and studying the lives of other people that achieved major results, these mental patterns, they produce fantastic results. These characteristics, these habitual patterns of thought, call them whatever you want to call them, these mindsets, they produce fantastic results almost like magic. And you don't know until you try it. You don't know until you do it, because in commitment, there is no trying. There's only do. So every millionaire entrepreneur has consciously or unconsciously used this principle and all these others that I'm teaching you in order to create the results, the success, the wealth, the riches that they have in their life automatically. And so these 7 success secrets of millionaire entrepreneurs are something that you need to master, you need to dominate, you need to incorporate into your life and utilize them to produce the results that you want. So play this one often and just really get in tune and line up with this principle of commitment. Use it to transform your life just like magic. And so share this show with 5 people you love, 5 people that you know that want to be millionaires. Share the love. Help me help you. Help me on my mission to empower millions of people to know their true power and greatness, be free, and live their highest vision in life. So if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share it with others so you can all watch all of these shows in one central location, free and easily every single week. It's youtube.com/Carlos Marin TV. And so until next week, live your unlimited life and God bless.